have a little catch up of what's happening in the garden. As you can see, still got strawberries growing. Got roses coming up everywhere. I won't show you the seeds growing out here because that's another video. We had rain and I had to empty out the stone sink. Everything's growing. The quince I need to harvest. Lots of quince. Of course, spring flowers everywhere. All over my land, different varieties of spring flowers. Maybe this video will give you more of an idea where things are on my land, maybe not. So these have been up since Christmas. Stages, they smell absolutely amazing. As I say, everywhere you look, spring flowers. And if you don't think there's enough, the ground is covered with more of them that will flower. These are the leaves, and don't know how well you can see, but any areas where there's not flowers yet, there's lots of those. And they just keep going on and on and on. These are all down our driveway. This is my path leading to my Hugelkultur beds. They go on and on and on everywhere. Okay, go to the Hugelkultur beds, but this isn't a Hugel tour. Just want to show you what I've been doing down here. I've put some netting over the cauliflower. I've removed this big bit of cardboard that I had here because I've turned this bed round. I haven't got the edging round it yet, but I needed the cardboard to finish off the last Hugel bed in the row. I've been adding some olive leaves to the beds as I've been cutting the olive leaves. They all need weeding, which I'm going to start at the other end. I have done 3 up the other end. There's still things growing even though they're completely unattended. Through weeding. This is what happens when we have rain. It's the middle of our winter now. You can see possibly this is piled up with some of the olive leaves, which much absorbs any of the moisture. Still have plenty growing. As I say, I've not done anything with these for a long time. Aubergines or eggplants just come up again and again year after year. This will be one of the tomato beds. Peppers again are something that come back year after year. They self-seed if you let some go. Needs more filling up there, but olive leaves have been put in here. This one needs weeding. It's a weed. This one needs weeding or weed. As I say, we've had our rain for the year. Still peppers. Peppers, again olive leaves. You'll see how quickly they change colour. You'll see the green ones on the top and then browner ones. These are even older. Doesn't need too much weeding. See, we're putting the edging round them all now. Bit of while Mike does it between other things he needs to do. Put a little bit of last year's grass. It was in a compost bin, put on top of that tomato one. And then yesterday, this is broccoli. Growing really well. It's got net over it, so I don't know how clearly you can see. It's very big leaves. You can see from my hand. I just need to put a hoop or something here so the butterflies don't land on top. Yes, we've still got butterflies. The end of January. We have had them all year long. So again, I filled this up with more mulch. Yesterday completely weeded it, again filled it with the last of the olive leaves from the compost bin this side and the grass that was left from last year, and the same with this one. So I weeded them all, and this is where I put the cardboard down that I took from the bed I showed you at the beginning of the Hugels, where I turned the other bed round, the great big bit. So I had all this bed out completely, which wasn't in much of a good state. This was the last one I hadn't done. I let the cardboard go further than the bed. That just stops weeds creeping into the bed. And then this is where the last of the grass was. So I've just put the weeds in there to die off. This was empty, but I put the last of the olive branches I need to cut. Look, nearly finished cutting them back. This is from last year. Need to cut those back and get rid of those and put the trunks with the firewood. And this is where they all were. This is just like couch grass. So when Mike strims, he started strimming yesterday, he will clear that, and I can just use that area for more grass cuttings. Okay, let's go to my new fruit trees from last year. As I say, middle of winter now for us. So we have no leaves. So this is one of the new plum trees. This is the purple plum. It does look like it's trying to bud on the ends of the branches. Apricot trees still have some leaves. This was the yellow plum tree, still got some leaves on the ends. And again, looking like it's going to start to try and bud. The mandarin tree, got all the mandarins gone. There's a couple of smaller ones still on there, but on the whole, that one's finished for the year. My little tiny orange trees I grew from pip. Got that one there. It's got quite tall now. I cut back You see all the wildflowers still on the ground everywhere. I cut back some more of the olive trees on this top row. Let's go up there first. Are you following where I am? I did cut away earlier some more on this fence line. This is the end of my land. So all the wildflowers again. Yes, these are some more of the olive trees I cut back. Nice air space and light. And you can tell the age of olive trees by the thickness of the base of their trunk. So you might see small ones cut back, but they could be very, very old. My carob trees, we don't do anything with those. Again, everywhere. These are beautiful. This is why spring is my favourite time of the year, and why Easter Cypriots go up to the mountain above where I live. So yes, cut more olive trees. And they will grow thick and bushy again. If you see my footage where they're thick and bushy, that is within the year. Some people seem to panic that they won't produce. I know what I'm doing with olive trees. I've done it for years since we've been here. So yeah, a lot of olive trees. Cut them back. I've got 86 olive trees, in case you're wondering. A whole row of them cut back. Down there, we're going to look at the fruit trees. This is my mulberry tree I bought, where I told you when I bought it, it was still full of leaves, and he was worried about selling it. He said, you know the leaves will drop off and you think it's died. I said, no worries with that. I know my trees, but as you can see, it has one leaf and an actual two little mulberries growing there. There, I've pulled it off because you should never have first fruit of a tree. So even though that would have grown to a mulberry, you wouldn't harvest it. It takes the energy. You want the leaves to grow. There's actually two more on there. Quite nice. And then these were my fruit trees. Not a lot to show apart from the fact they are all starting to bud. You just see the ends starting to prepare. To really show an update on those. And the last one, this one's got very tall. This is the tallest, I think. Yeah. So as you can see, oh yes, this one's greening. Don't know how well you can see that there. yes, I just put these stones here. These are collected from this area. It will be cemented in as a wall, but for now I've just put them there to get them out the way, and that kind of completes our little paths. Let's turn you around. The reason there's a gap here is this is where I've just walked, so we leave that bit open, and it just makes, so any gaps you see is where we walk through. So that's where I've just come up from. Another tree I did. Last of my strawberry plants in this area. Still very green. These are from the new shoots. The apple trees, these are starting to come alive again. There's quite a few apple trees here. There's some dead leaves on this one still. Fig trees, so many fig trees on my land. Oh, this one's got some green leaves on this apple tree. That one's very healthy. As we had good weather for so long, there's a pomegranate tree. Had good weather for so long, things started blooming and budding early. But now we do have winter, as you may hear from the wind. Fig tree, you don't need to do anything with fig trees. They will grow from just bits of stick. Fig trees are one of the easiest trees to grow. And some more olive trees that I've cut back. These two are my winner trees that took part in my 3K giveaway, and they have their own olive tree for 10 months plus a bonus prize. So this tree is Della Smalley's tree, and this tree is Kathleen's tree from my Alabama farm life. So there's your tree, guys, after they've been pruned, and you will be sent footage every time something changes with the trees spread out over the seasons.